Hello, and welcome back. Wow, it's been ages since I recorded something. It's like, it may not seem like it because, like, I've been consistent with August, but the thing is, I recorded all the podcasts for August because I knew with the schedule and with the army, it would have just been impossible. And gosh darn it, I was right. Holy shit, this month's been absolutely the worst when it comes to the army. It wasn't even a joke. And I apologize if I'm really low on this one. I have people in the house and I don't not want to disturb them, so I might be really quiet at the moment. But trust me, the next one I'll be fine. Also, this podcast would be really short, like around 10 minutes long or 15 minutes, depending on how much I talk shit about the armor, because like it's late. I want to go to bed now. I just want to do this just to be consistent because I have nothing to upload on Monday. So like I'm doing this because also I want to talk shit about the army. So I'm doing this for like only 10 minutes. It's going to be the shortest one, even shorter than the Persona 5 podcast, but like I'm going to do it, damn it. Anyway, for this month with the army, it's been absolutely the worst. And what I mean by that is that I found out that I'm actually really bad with the gun. And what do I mean by that? I'm pretty sure I have a phobia of a gun, and now I have a mental breakdown every time I hold a gun. Holy shit, like when they first gave me the gun, holy shit, I was terrified by that, but I was okay with it. I can handle it. It was okay for me to hold it. But ever since I shot it the first time, like with the real bullet, it was only like 5 bullets when I shot the first one, I absolutely break down. I was in tears. I was shaking so hard. It was unbelievable. I told them to stop, but they told me just do it a little bit more, and I managed with the 4 bullets. But holy shit, I could not stop crying. It was sucky. And every time I managed to stop crying, I just hear another gunshot in that area, and I started crying. It was insane. And once we got on like the truck, they took us in, like this army, like the ones you see in the movie where they're all in the bag, like that sort of track. They actually use that. When I was getting onto it, one of the captain's helper, I guess I can call them, he gave me my first empty bullet, and when he gave me that, I was like, it's a memento. It made me start crying again. He was like, yep, I don't think I'm good with the gun, but like, and I thought like, maybe I don't get to shoot it again. Maybe I can't hold it anymore, or like, oh, they won't let me hold it anymore. And I'm like, yeah, I was sort of right, but when they did like gun saluting thing, I had it. And then I had like a full-blown panic attack. It was unreal. And then I'm like, yeah, I can't do this. So now, and then they told me like, yo, go to the hospital, go to a doctor, see what's wrong with it. And then they just prescribed for me drugs to use. So that was like weird. And then the army was like, okay, don't use drugs, just go to a therapist. So now I have to go to a therapist to see with my gun problem. So that's fun. But hey, they might take my gun problem away. They might take my gun away. So I'm looking forward to that. And it's like, I'm so good in the army so far, like for this entire year. I'm so fucking screwed, it's unreal. And anyway, that wasn't even the point in this. Like for 2 weeks during August, we went to the Marines, and that was even worse. It was unbelievable. But I don't want to talk about that. That's in the past. I managed to survive through August, which was like the worst month. And now I'm alive. I can keep doing this now. Hopefully. Oh god, I've been only going for 3 minutes and I have no idea what to talk about. It's a mess, not gonna lie. Wow, like, what's the shortest podcast ever? Is it like 1 minute long or 3 minutes long? It might be the first, who knows? I guess I can talk about Final Fantasy 15 for like 3 minutes because I've been playing that game to help me cope with the situation around me. And like, oh my god, 15 is such a good game. I did the Archean boss again and that was fucking epic. Apocalypse Noctis is still a fantastic track in the way he was using that boss. Melting honey was just good. It's like, you know, when you toast honey and then you put butter on it and then you toast it again with butter. It was just like, it's that good. Also, have you ever had honey toasted toast before? Because that's actually pretty fucking good. Anyway, so yeah. So the army so far, it's been an absolute blast. Oh, and I have mentioned it before that I am in the Navy, so that's fun. I don't know how much information I can actually talk about it without being like, yo, you should not talk about this, but like, boy, I wonder when, maybe it's a good point to just shut up now. So yeah, I will shut up and talk about that I hate the army so much, but like, it's not the worst. Like, thank god with the units, we're actually a really small unit compared to the last year one. The service has only for like 12 months, like 14 months. We already did the first 2, so like technically only have a year left to go, which is yay. So that's fun, but the thing I can look forward to is video game releases because wow, they take ages. I'm pretty sure I'm putting my bets in now that I'll be released around the same time Pokemon releases Diamond and Pearl remixes. I'm placing my money on that, and I'm excited for that, even though they were never announced it. But anyway. Oh, and speaking of video game announcement, I am so excited for Kingdom Hearts and Melody of Memories. That's coming out like only in 2 months, so that's oh, and there's the motorcycles. I wonder if I might pick that up, or I'm just, or is it me just going, sound like as though I'm going crazy. Wow, it's like, wow, I know this podcast is all over the place, and I said it was gonna be short, but I was like, turns out it's only like 5 minutes short. Good for me. Wow. Anyway, hopefully next week one will be a much better one. I have a topic. Oh, actually, I did have like a couple of topics in mind, but then I'm like, oh, it's late. Also, when I mean late, it's literally only 12 and a half, and the thing is, for me, that's late. I am someone who does not have an unhealthy sleeping schedule. I have a pretty consistent one. Literally, at school, people be like, oh, it's so hard to wake up in the morning, and I'm like, just go to bed at 9 and wake up at 5. It's that simple. And like, yeah, apparently it's not for some people. I'm just a morning person, that's for sure. Because like, I need my sleep, people. It's that simple. So that's been my August. Also with the heat dying, okay, not even dying down, we're in the middle of another hot freaking heat wave in September, and it's been absolute burning. Anyway, speaking of video games, I started playing Kingdom Hearts 358 over 2 days, like for the Nintendo DS. Wow, that hits home with me, with the whole Roxas going through the organization as a daily task with the military. For me, it's like, I think I'm gonna like this game a lot. Also been playing Hat in Time for the Nintendo Switch, a really fun game, and I love the music so far. But it hasn't clicked on me fully. I'm only in the second quote-unquote world, I think I can call it. The one with the movies, and I love the music for that. And the platforming has been fun so far, and the humor is whole. But sorry, that's the wine coming out. And the humor for the game is pretty fucking solid, so that's a good plus. Anyway, I'm gonna end this now. I apologize for being really short, but like, real life's been kind of all over the place. Honestly, hopefully with the middle of September, everything will just be a-okay. But you know, only time will tell. Anyway. Thank you for listening for this. Like, can I have the reward for the smallest and the quietest podcast ever? Like, it's only 7 minutes long. I'm doing fantastic. Wow,